You got to tweet in silence. You can't talk about the song. He'll get mad.
Shh. Fuck you both in the ass.
Ah.
And you're listening to the Degenerate School of Wizardry.
That's not-
I am one of 3 hosts tonight. Sitting next to me on my right is Matt Igizio.
Hi.
And to my left is our very special guest. Sitting in for Seth Saka tonight is the one and only Zachary Andrew Palmer.
The one and only.
The one and only, that is correct.
Ah, that's bullshit. I'm sure there's another one.
Find another.
I'll look it up on
Find
fucking
another.
Yellow Pages right now, bitch.
YouTube it.
White Pages.
YouTube it.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Because it's not yellow. Yellow's for business.
Do not
Right?
look me up in Yellow Pages.
No, I won't.
Do not.
I won't.
And,
I'm a redneck idiot, apparently, according to my phone.
Look out.
and,
Sorry, I gotta leave that open for a second.
so, welcome to the show, gentlemen. How's
Hey.
it going?
It's fucking excellent. I'm kind of tanked.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
that
That's
was
awesome.
great. I had a couple beers before I got
That's
here. I went to
Drinking a 32 ounce of
Jimmy
beer.
Houlihan's.
He's working on it, yeah.
Jimmy Hula's.
Hula hands?
Hulas.
Hulas?
Yeah,
what
like
the fuck
hula
is hulas?
It's Jimmy Hula's. It's a Johnny Hula's? Jimmy Hula's.
Johnny,
It's some
it's all
kind
the
of
same.
burger taco beer place.
Okay.
They just
Oh,
opened up.
every other hipster restaurant, you mean?
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
But fuck, man, I had this burger, and it was fucking delicious.
You had a butt fuck
I had a
burger.
butt fuck burger. It was called the Duke.
Got butt fucked hamburger by the Duke.
It was, dude.
Had peanut butter on it?
Didn't know John Wayne was still patrolling around.
Yeah,
you
there's
know?
still peanut butter in my ass. No. It was fucking beef burger, onion ring, pulled pork, coleslaw,
Yeah?
some kind of barbecue sauce. I
Oh.
think I tasted cinnamon. It was delicious.
Yeah, I
It was
want to
fantastic.
touch back on what Fatty just said about being a
That's
hipster
me.
restaurant. This guy over here with his manicured beard and his condition and his David Beckham haircut.
Put tea
Oh
tree
yeah.
oil on that.
Speaking of that, by the way, fuck you.
Why?
I use tea tree oil in my beer. You son of a bitch.
Cheater.
I heard that shit
You're a
last
cheater.
week.
You are a cheater.
Cheater. It's called taking care of my facial hair.
Hey, I just put fucking lotion.
I just don't shower.
Lotion and jizz, dude. Homeless jizz.
You don't grow a beard.
It's
It's taking you like fucking 3 months.
Oh, you suck ass.
All right.
I hate you. I'm actually thinking about shaving it off. It's
Yeah?
just not working.
No.
I would. I'd shave it the fuck off months ago.
Right. Yeah. I don't know what I'm waiting for.
Homeless dude to blow you instead of you blowing him for once.
No.
You
was
do that
just-
too?
Yeah.
Yes.
But I do it for all the right reasons.
Blowjobs for bums.
For
Yeah.
nickels.
Yeah.
It's charity, dude.
Yeah.
That's my sister company. Hand jobs for the homeless. That's the parent.
Yeah.
That's the parent company.
That's a good one. I've heard of that before. That
Yeah, I know.
nonprofit. Yeah.
You
Basically,
get more sore throats with the blowjobs.
what we're trying to do is actually just try to put smiles back on the faces of homeless people out there, because we think they're the first line of defense when you're walking down the street. What do you see the most of? Homeless people. So if they're smiling, it's going to make you smile a little bit and turn
It
your
is.
day around.
I actually gave. I was driving to work, and I gave some dude. He came up, and gave him the change on my change dish.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a buck something.
Right.
And he's like, thank you, brother. God saw you help out a bum. Jesus saw you help out a bum. You're good for that. I was like, yeah, whatever. Then I started thinking about like every time I give one of them $1, like it's a couple times a week, a few times a month.
Yeah, you're getting into heaven.
Well, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm just trying to think about how much money
You're
they
in,
actually
brother.
fucking make in a day. Like
They make a lot.
they bank, dude.
Yeah, they did this special actually on Oprah way back in the day, probably like in the late 90s. And they followed around this homeless guy.
Uh-huh.
And he actually used his daughter as bait. So he sat on the
Perfect.
corner,
That's
and
fine.
he would dress her up as
So
like a
nice.
homeless kid. Seriously, he would
Some
rub dirt all
sweet
over her
daughter,
face. Like
baby.
he
Oh,
would make
yeah.
her look dirty.
Yes.
And
I love the dirty girls. I
Okay,
love
would.
them.
Come on. Keep talking.
Would you
Corey.
like some sweet tea?
basically, he made over $100,000 a year panhandling.
No shit.
At the end of the day, they would walk around the corner, go down the street, and then they would get into their BMW fucking SUV.
And oh wow.
Yeah.
They
And
get
he
their
lived in a
BMW
giant-
fucking.
He lived in a giant house
Oh.
and made over $100,000 a year.
Oh,
Just from panhandling.
Yeah, see, I saw that shit firsthand. Like, I saw a guy roll up on a fucking, like, $1,300 mountain bike,
Mm-hmm.
put away his fucking iPhone 5,
Yeah.
pull out a cardboard sign, and start fucking panhandling.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you do have your genuine bums out there that
Those are my favorite.
they definitely
Love
have
the real
mental
bums.
issues. They have mental issues and drug problems.
Yes.
You know, they have serious drug habits.
Yeah, they're the real ones.
And as long as a bum holds up a sign that's truthful, like, hey, just looking to score some rock, I'll give that dude $1.
Hey,
I
bro,
will.
give me $1. Just looking to fuck a tranny and maybe get some cocaine.
There you go.
Cool.
Dude, I would hang out with that.
Cool, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as
I'm not cool with the tranny, but
as soon
I'd
as-
watch.
I mean,
unless you can
touche.
be the
I probably
tranny.
I'd probably watch too, just for shits and giggles.
Rabbit, let's go get some Waffle House. I'll hook you up. Man. Just let me watch.
I mean, I've done a lot of cool shit in my life, but I've never had a no shit. There I was watching a bum bang a tranny last night.
Yeah, that's a good way to start a story.
Yeah, right.
I
No
didn't
shit,
even
there I
think
was.
about
Balls deep.
Well,
Not that story.
There I was, elbow deep in a tranny.
No shit, there I was, 3
Yeah.
knuckles deep.
You haven't lived until you started a story off like that. I have countless. Too many to mention here on the
I was just saying. So I was blowing this homeless guy behind Walmart.
And fuck, did he smell bad? I didn't stop, but I just want you to know he didn't smell good.
We used to tell this joke up north, just for shits and giggles. We'd be at a bar, and you totally look straight faced, and you walk up to someone, you're like standing next to the other guy. For instance, me and Matt are at a bar, and you're there. I'm like, hey, dude. So the other day, I was fucking this guy in the ass, and I reached around to give him a hand job. He had a fucking boner. What a faggot! This guy is so gay. And it went over really well.
Oh,
So how you guys been, man? You been good?
good.
Yeah.
Fucking great, man.
Since you've been on the last time you've been on the show, it's been a while. 10 episodes.
When the hell was that?
God, that was about 10.
That was
Episode
a long ass
40.
time
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah. So you still gay?
Totally.
Yeah. Still
Yep.
blowing dudes.
Blowing him on the regs.
Still loving Obama. Yeah.
All to do is blow dudes and thank Obama for the opportunity. That's it.
How's hockey going?
Great up until last night. To be
Oh.
honest, yeah.
Yeah, they got stomped pretty bad last night.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got fucking wrecked last night.
Undefeated team versus the other undefeated team, and the other undefeated team walked them. What was the final score? Like 9-1.
9-1. Fucking
Yeah.
walked us, dude.
Damn.
It
It was
happens.
rough. It was bad.
Yeah.
I'm still tied for third in the league in points.
There you
leading
go.
the team, so
There you go. Hell yeah.
I'll take that.
That's cool.
still number 1 on the streets too.
Yeah.
Homosexuality, number 1.
That's cool.
Touche.
Hey,
I had nothing right there.
You gotta be number 1 at something in life, right?
anything else going on? Just hockey.
No, just working, work.
Yeah.
Looking to move. Moving
go.
offices possibly, so that's always a pain in the fucking ass.
Yes, moving sucks.
That's
Fucking
about it.
It's unfortunate that Seth couldn't be here tonight because I wanted to talk about bums in depth because there was another show that he used to do back in the day. And one of the funniest shows that they ever talked about was them discussing homeless people, and he had me laughing for like the whole episode. However, I did have a dream the other night about homeless people, and I think it may have something to do with the Hunger Games. But anyways, we were in charge of this internet program.
He's so
Hungry bums.
so
yeah.
straight.
Who'd have thought?
Did you say Hungry Bones?
Hungry bums.
Oh, hungry
Not hungry
bones.
boners.
You said
Boners are always
I
hungry.
thought you said Hunger Bones.
Hungry bones.
So in the dream, we were in charge. You were there. And Seth was there. You weren't in the dream.
Oh,
Sorry.
damn it.
Any dream of his I'm in, I'm concerned.
But we were producing this television show that was much like the Hunger Games, where homeless people were no longer allowed to panhandle in the United States unless they earned the right to do so. And then
How do they earn it?
we sent them to a homeless camp. It's like on an island. And then people got to vote online what particular homeless person got what weapon.
Oh, fuck.
And then it
yes.
was like best fighter survives, moves on, whatever. But we had stopped letting the public choose the weapons because they were becoming too fair, I guess. Like the American public was being too fair with the homeless people. Like they would give like the little old man an AK-47 and like a big jacked fucking, whacked out homeless guy like brass knuckles. So just to make the field fair, but it's not
That's
interesting
not fair.
television to us.
No.
So your idea was to just let us.
My idea.
Yeah,
Great.
just let us.
Well, Dream Zach.
My
Yeah.
dream, Zach.
My Dream Zach wanted to let only us pick the weapons for the homeless people to make the fight unfair.
Great. So you're going dildo to dildo against 2 homeless dudes?
No, it was katana sword to katana sword.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna battle ass
Yeah.
to ass with dildos.
Yeah.
Ass to ass with dildos.
So you were like giving like these big dudes like a fucking mace and a giant sword, and like you only allowed like this little old man to wrap his hands in broken glass, like in Bloodsport. And literally, how brutal they killed that guy
called dropping
was
the hammer.
unbelievably horrific. However, the ratings did shoot through the roof.
You're welcome.
So these homeless people were fighting not only to be able to come back and panhandle if they choose, but like the winner also got like a house, and we set them up and blah blah blah, so they weren't homeless anymore. It made for great television, and
Could they sell their home for like crack and then continue
yeah,
to be
absolutely.
homeless?
Like I said, once they finished the show, they were legally allowed to panhandle in the United States again.
Okay.
So if you saw these homeless people in designated areas, you know, each state had their own system and show and blah, 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 blah. So, like, if you saw homeless people around, you knew that they were champions, and you
They
would,
fuck your shit up.
you'd give them money.
Goddamn right you give them money.
Yeah, I mean, they're walking legends on the street.
Oh yeah.
So, we're rolling into football season here, gentlemen.
I don't give a fuck.
Getting
All that means is more money for me when I bartend.
Yeah. You getting
That's all I
excited?
care.
Goddamn right I'm excited.
You know, is it October yet?
No, it's not hockey season yet. No.
Okay.
That's really the only season that matters.
Yes.
It's
But
funny
talk
that-
about your football. I don't give a fuck. I just drink my beer.
Looking at the preseason, I've never really understood why people get so hard on about preseason. Mainly because the squads still have like 150 guys on them, and they're trying to whittle them down to
Well,
opening day.
You go for months without any football. You just want to see real football again.
But
Yeah.
it's not real football. It
It's-
doesn't start
it-
until the season starts.
Those fucking dudes that didn't even make it are still the top of the crop.
Right.
Regardless, they're better than your average college player.
Yeah, absolutely. I can.
I mean, if they're out there in preseason, they have a chance. They're better than the average asshole that's playing college football.
But what I'm always just so intrigued about is the amount of recognition it gets from the general public. They're out there just practicing against the other team. Now it's full contact practice, but that's what you're watching. We're talking about practice here. We're not talking about football. We're talking about let's get our third stringers out there and run some wacky ass plays. Whoever doesn't get hurt, we'll evaluate them to make the team. It's fucking ridiculous.
Well,
I want to see
let's
more of
look at it
that.
this
That
way.
would be great. Some flea fly flickers and shit.
Yeah, I mean, let's look at it this way. Let's just say,
Flea fly flickers.
for argument's sake,
Few flapsickers.
Flea
Few
fly
flap
flickers.
flickers.
Flea fly flickers.
for argument's sake, neither one of you dudes have been fucking laid for a year.
Right.
And some chick's coming up and you're like, oh,
Wait,
she's
no.
just throwing it out there.
Oh, okay.
Hypothetically.
Okay.
You haven't gotten a piece of ass in a year. Some chick walks up, she's like a solid 6. You have a couple, beers, she's like a solid 7.5. And she's not looking to, fuck you that night.
You're throwing your code down already.
Yeah,
You
I'm
throw
not
it in.
gonna
I was gonna
put
say
my
a couple
code out
beers,
there.
Oh, you're not gonna
I
get,
will
you're
not
gonna put it
release
out
the
there?
code to the general public.
Okay.
So
It's,
she's
it's a great algorithm.
It's a
Oh,
You
yeah?
got a good system. It's good. I like
math
it.
major. So you're looking at, she's a solid 7.5 after a few beers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's like, hey, look, I'm not ready to fuck, but I'm ready for a hand job. Are you excited?
Eh.
Yeah, you're excited enough because you haven't had shit in a year.
Okay.
All right,
Oh, yeah,
that's
well, yeah,
preseason
yeah.
football. That's like the hand job of
I got you.
a drunken 7.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
All right, so you turned down that hand job.
No, I wouldn't.
Exactly.
But I
Man the
turned down
fuck up.
preseason football. I just can't
No.
find it interesting.
See, my issue with the hand job is that it's always like, yeah, go ahead, knock it around a little bit, but I always got to take over anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
You know.
I do give a much better hand job to myself
Oh
than
yeah,
most women
totally.
do.
I don't think anybody can fuck with that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I rock my dick better than anyone.
Now that needs to be a T-shirt. I rock my dick better than anyone. It's, wow.
Oh
You're
yeah.
saying something there.
Wow.
That one came off one of my napkin notes, by the way.
He didn't bring his
Oh,
wad.
you didn't bring the wads.
No,
I didn't bring a lot
Oh,
of
no
napkins.
Zach wads.
No wad time was that. That's really depressing. Zach was going to write down a bunch of these ideas on a napkin and then bring them into us and then read off these random thoughts that he had throughout the week, but he failed to do so.
Turns out I don't think much.
When you told me that, like, I just pictured him like trying to peel apart this fucking jizz rag of a fucking napkin, like,
Exactly.
like pry it open as it's like crusting apart. Just
And all it says on
disintegrating
the
the
inside
thing.
is trannies. We're like, well, now we know why it's stuck together. Just throw that away.
Oh, Back to football really quick. This is sexist as shit, and I have no backing
No
for this
qualms?
whatsoever.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why,
Mm-hmm.
but I fucking hate it. Like when girls like say they really love football for some reason, and I don't know why. And I'm sorry, ladies, if because there's no women listening to this at all, probably at all. So I don't want to fucking apologize.
Okay.
But like Tinder profiles and Facebook profiles and Twitter profiles and shit
Right.
like that. They're like, I'm the biggest this and that fan. It just drives me insane. But
There are the exceptions to the rule.
But
just like everything else.
hockey chick fans turn me on. I get, oh my god,
Now here's the thing.
Goddamn right they do.
so sexy. But football fans, like girls that are, I don't care.
Every girl just wants to be a football fan.
I think that's what it
in common
is.
with their dude.
Now here's the thing.
I like Miami Dolphins. I have a jersey.
That's like every girl that likes the Marvel movies. Like I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
You're not a nerd.
Yeah.
I mean, you can really weed out
DC or what,
Like,
son?
here's the thing.
Right.
Like, you can weed out the true fans versus the bullshitters pretty quickly because you just start talking about offensive and defensive schemes.
And
if
you
they
lost me there.
Well, if they can follow you in that conversation, they're legit. The same goes with a hockey chick. Hockey chick walks into a bar wearing a jersey, and you guys can start talking about the play breakdown, and she can follow it, or she knows the rules to the game. That's different. I get what you like. I concur with the fact that like when people just walk in wearing the jersey and they're like, "Make a score," and they're like they act like they're balls to the wall about it.
Yeah.
Like that really upsets me. Like I can't get into that at all. But when you, for instance, you're watching a play breakdown on hockey for whatever reason, and she screams at the television that the defense needs to get back. I'm fully erect at that moment. I don't care what she looks like.
No shit, there I was. Balls deep in my mind in this chick, who I know I have no chance with. But I'm hoping with that algorithm, she drinks me up to a 7.
Oh yeah, I don't think we ever played that the other way around.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work that way. No, yeah. So your algorithm doesn't work for the female race or species.
No, women just don't like us. Period.
Okay.
Or me at least.
Yeah, no,
They love me.
no. Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
that
I
awkward
don't know.
silence.
I'd have to.
Apparently
No, I'm
they
just
hate
trying to
you.
figure that out. Oh, I saw TMNT.
Hold on.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Totally switching fucking directions with this, but
Yeah, no, that's cool.
It was,
I haven't seen it yet.
Cassie, by the way, that's a mic with my beard.
Oh yeah.
She asked me a question.
oh wow, there's somebody watching.
Yeah, we got a girl watching actually.
Oh
from
my
New
god,
York.
and a girl.
Oh hey now, use code CassieM 10% off all Malaysian airline flights. By the way, that's out there
That's forever on the interwebs. Forever.
forever on the web.
Yeah, TMNT. It had the same issues as Godzilla.
And looking at it, as soon as they casted Megan Fox, I was like, yeah. But
Dude,
she doesn't play April, though.
she's disgustingly
She doesn't play April, though.
hot, and she plays April.
She does play April?
And she kept me interested the whole movie. It's just that she had no point.
Pepper plants.
She shouldn't have been
Or-
there.
And we're farming out back. By the way,
Oh fuck yeah!
the other guy's picking peppers.
Oh, almost the same. There it is. No, but it was fuck everybody that's hating on it. It was solid, honestly. Like I had no qualms about it aside from like the villain's plot is shitty and see through and whatever, and the foot soldiers are kind of generic. But like I had no problems with it. Like it was
Did
solid.
it live up to the expectation you had to it going into it?
I didn't go into it expecting.
You left an open mind.
I was just like, yeah, I want to go see Ninja Turtles, and it was Ninja Turtles.
Now, how great was Leonardo? Who's, by the way, the best Ninja
He's
Turtle.
pretty badass. I liked Raphael way more though.
Whoa,
in
really?
this
The
one,
muscle.
really, honestly, yeah, like because he's Hulk, dude. He's hulked out. He's
Yeah.
like fucking like I
He
want
sounds-
to be him.
He
Like
sounds like a badass. Too.
Yeah.
In the movie's like, yeah. His voice is way
dude. He's the
different.
shit.
Yeah.
He is honestly the shit.
He was a cocksucker. I always thought growing up.
He
I
is.
fucking hated
No,
him.
he is. He's like the fucking jock of the group. But like,
He was the asshole.
yeah, dude. But he's
Michelangelo
fucking
was cool.
beast, dude. He's,
Whatever.
he's fucking like hulked.
Are they pizza
Oh.
obsessed in the movie?
Yes and no, not to the extent they normally are, but yeah, it's there.
I
But
kind
it
of
was-
feel like they probably got away from that angle a little bit.
My only beef with it was did you see Spider-Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Yes, liked it.
Right,
Is that new Spider-Man or old Spider-Man?
new Spider-Man.
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
Well, you know how they tried so hard to tie everything together
Yeah.
and like everything link up. That's what they did with this,
Okay. I get
and
it.
that kind of makes me mad. Like you don't have to do that. nothing has to necessarily be connected. You can leave certain things up to speculation.
Right, and I don't know. I'm excited to see it still. I mean,
Yeah.
I've heard good things, I've heard bad things about it. So
Just go into it. Don't care. Don't try to have any like childhood connections to it or anything. Just kind of leave it alone.
but I think that's why you would go in the first place, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm a fan of Ninja Turtles
Right.
for sure, but I wasn't expecting it to be all cowabunga and radical and the Technodrome and crying and all that crazy shit.
The Turtles love Skrillex, by the way.
They do.
They love them some
Oh,
Skrillex.
that was a beef of mine. Just
The fucking Turtles and Skrillex.
Michael Bay did have his influence. That weird sound effect that like the
Oh,
Transformer,
the fucking fluttering wing sound or whatever.
Yes, that is so prevalent throughout the whole movie.
For what reason?
Anytime something
That
went
means
by,
something
like
is
if
flying fast by.
if a truck flipped over, it made that sound.
So it's just
somebody-
abuse. It was an abuse sound effect.
Yeah, well, just like it is in Transformers.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like the thing with every movie trailer where it's like, "Bwom."
You know what I always found fascinating with
in
the
a world where
the
no one has a chance. Bwom.
the Transformers
like
sound
that
effects.
whole shit.
They always
Fucking
had that
annoying.
like shing sound
Yep.
all the time, and like nothing in real life makes that sound. He ever hit something or had something hit something else, and he goes shing, 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 shing. That doesn't happen in real
No,
life.
never. Thought about
Never.
it.
But every single
Nothing in
time
my
one
life
of the
is ever
Transformers
cool.
hits something else, it goes shing, 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 shing. It's like, where does that sound even come from? Like, what is that sound in real life?
It's a knife sharp.
I haven't been in many like katana fights, so I don't know firsthand.
Say, yeah.
I've been in lots.
I'm gonna put that on the list though.
At least 4 katana
So
fights.
I'm hoping by next week I can at least get 1 or 2 sweet katana fights.
Well, if you want to fight me, katana.
I mean, man to man,
Yeah, I got one.
Dude, that'd be
Okay.
terrifying.
it
Like
sucks.
I couldn't
would
imagine
suck
being in
so
a
bad.
sword fight to like the death. Like,
Yeah, it would be. It would
oh
be
my
terrifying.
fucking lord! Like
You
old
would-
school like samurai. Like
I would probably.
like
kill
imagine
both of you very
wandering through the
quickly.
woods. Like snow falling. All of a sudden you see a shadowy figure in the distance.
And you hear that.
Shing.
You hear that Japanese sleep sound.
Yep.
And you're like, oh shit, it's going
Yep.
down. And then you just hear pitter patter of feet, but
Oh, man.
barely touching the ground.
Barely. The leaves flying up as you just fucking
right?
breeze through 30
Oh
trees.
my god!
And then, like any good karate movie, you just instinctively put your katana behind your back, like, Gah! Right as someone's swinging into you.
Slow motion.
Yeah,
I
and then the
cannot-
fight's on.
I cannot.
The
imagine
fight is so on.
like at all. It's so crazy. That just doesn't happen anymore. I mean, even like how long ago was the Wild West? Like where people used to
1800s.
Gunfight 150 years ago?
Yeah.
100 years ago?
Ah.
Yeah, that was what I was saying.
Yeah, no.
And that was a disrespect thing. I mean, shit, they still had people right around the time of the Civil War, politicians, senators, would call each other out for duels.
Yep.
If they were disrespected in Congress, they would go out in front of Congress.
Oh yeah.
I've called you out like 30 times.
I know, but we're not gentlemen.
This is a bullshit rule.
You're degenerate.
It's the number one rule in a duel. You have to be a proper gentleman in
Yeah.
order to.
I remember the last time you
Proceed
called
on.
me out was over eating pickles.
That's right.
That was fucking rude.
Do not
Eat another pickle, I swear to God. The fuck?
I was blackout drunk at a bar.
Trying to enjoy
And
some free pickles at a bar.
At this bar,
This guy wants to fucking duel me if I eat another pickle.
they have these jars of pickles with these tongs, and you can just like basically pull these pickles out and eat them as long as you're drinking, they're free. Well,
Only the
what
classiest
if you're
bars.
drinking the pickle juice? Are they still free?
yeah. I tend to get really angry at inanimate objects when I get hammered and I get drunk, pissed off at stupid things. For instance, a jar of pickles. For whatever reason, I no longer like the cut of its jib, as they would say. And these pickles were looking at me the wrong way. And I did not like the fact that Zach was still eating these pickles. And I threatened him that if he ate another one of these fucking pickles, that I would not only cut him with the tongs, but I would throw the pickles across the bar. And he did not believe me and took
Did you?
another pickle, and I went to throw the fucking pickles, and he managed to get them away from me. Thank you for that.
You're welcome
Yeah.
again.
He was able to wrestle them from me before I could throw them at the waitress.
We're really nice guys, actually.
I am a really nice guy. I'm
No, I know.
I'm a
I know
nice
you
guy,
are.
and it's actually his fault.
Explain
And
that one.
Blame always comes back to him.
Yeah. Why is that? What do you do?
He was nice enough that night that drinking was on him, and he said it right off at the get-go. He goes, "Listen, dude, it's on me. Whatever you call, I'll drink it too." Word to the
That's always
wise.
the
If you
problem.
ever take Corey Shuba out with you to the bar and you say those
Oh,
words,
Jesus Christ.
he knows better.
He knows better.
If you're sitting at the bar,
Fucking AJ, that son of a bitch.
if
that hipster beard.
That hipster
AJ,
bearded
if you're,
tree
if
of
you're,
motherfucker.
AJ, if you're actually watching the show right now and you're trying to call in, text me and let me know, and then I'll put you back on. But I think you just forgot that we're doing the show tonight.
Otherwise,
so.
quit being a real fucking Corey.
Yeah, quit being a Corey, you son of a bitch.
Fucking you pickle eating son of a bitch.
So, anyways, word to the wise: if you're gonna
He
take
doesn't
me
need
out,
it. He just sucks.
if you're gonna take me out drinking, and you say, "Hey, it's open bar, drink whatever you want, and whatever you drink, I'm gonna drink too," know that we're gonna need a ride home from the bar, probably, unless your name's Zach Palmer and you insist on driving.
Insist on driving, or otherwise, I'm not a fucking bitch, and I can actually drink a couple beers without getting fucking
a
blacked
couple
out.
of beers, yeah, we did drink
Right.
a couple of beers, and we also drank about 15 to 20 shots. How
Once
many-
again,
He's
I'm-
a thick. He's a thick
I'm a thick
motherfucker.
dude. I'm a
can handle
fucking. I'm a big dick pipe layer over
Yeah.
here. I can have a couple fucking shots.
Well, I walked out of the bar that night, and so did he.
Stumble.
So I did make it out on my own power. So that's something.
And explain to the audience how many shirts you woke up wearing the next day for work.
Oh man, that was a trip. So I woke up the next day so hungover, like crazy hungover. Not only was I crazy hungover, but I couldn't move. And I woke up kind of panicked, and I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" Like I feel all constricted. And I get out of bed, and I realized that in my drunken stupor when I got home that I put on all the pairs of jeans and work pants I had in the closet, and all of my t-shirts hanging up in the closet, and my work shirts on top of it. So I was literally, I couldn't put my arms down. Now, I think in my drunken stubbornness, I figured that I needed to get dressed before I went to bed so I could save that time in the morning when I slept in. I could just get up and walk out the door. But I put on every piece of clothing in my wardrobe. And I was wearing like 6 pairs of socks.
You're like Ralphie's little brother from A Christmas Story.
I can't get up.
I can't put my arms down.
Exactly. And I actually, for about 30 seconds, was challenged by how I was going to take all these clothes off. Because I couldn't reach them.
Oh,
I didn't know
my
what I was going to do.
God.
So I figured out a way to like work my elbow into one of the shirts and then just did it one at a time. And then after looking at this
Oh,
like
that's
massive
fucking
pile of
beautiful.
clothes I had on the ground, I realized that I had put on every piece of article of clothing that I owned. And dude, I'd stretch shirts out. Like, you can imagine, you know what I mean? Like, I pulled the necks, like, I was like, ah! So
Wow.
that happened. Yeah.
I've never done anything like that.
I've done lots of horrific shit.
Oh,
Not like, well, that's, I
Literally.
would define that as horrific. That's silly.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Okay, I've done lots.
definitely a silly.
Yeah, okay,
drunk
I've done lots of silly things. Silly things.
Horrific is
Yeah,
you know,
horrific would be like
murdering
jail
bums,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, I've never
jail
done anything
time,
like
trying
that.
to throw 300-pound trash cans over parking garages.
Yeah,
I heard about that.
that's a true story. I did
That
try
was
to
fun.
throw a
I heard
300-pound
about
garbage can over onto oncoming cars into a parking garage.
That's some fucked up
But
shit.
luckily, my buddy was there. His name's Zach Palmer, to put me in a chokehold and choke me unconscious,
Drag him to a car
and
and
then
wish he
drag me
died.
to the car and put me into the car and check said car and go back to the bar.
You know,
There you
the
go.
shitty part about that is, you look at everything happening in today's news, all the kids being left in the cars,
Uh-huh.
everyone's freaking out.
Yeah.
Leave a kid in the car, leave a dog in the car, everyone cares. I'll leave this asshole in the car
Hey,
in the
leave a
middle of summer.
chupacabra in the car. It's fine.
People walk by laughing.
Yeah.
They think it's fucking hilarious.
Not one person cared.
No.
It
Was the
was
window
nighttime.
broken? No. Was there a
However-
lot of selfies? Yes.
However, it was nighttime, and I still sweated my ass off. They came back in, I looked like I'd gone swimming. I'd sweat so bad.
Fucking Holocaust Shuba over here.
Straight up sitting out. Well, the reason that whole night started is because I passed out drunk in front of barbecue bar, and apparently you're not allowed to fall asleep drunk on the sidewalk. OPD has a problem with that.
Yeah.
So they
I
came
can see
up
that.
to my ex roommate Claire, and they said, "Hey, if you don't get this guy off the street, we got to take him to jail." And she's like, "Oh, don't do that. We'll wake him up."
Wrong answer.
Do not ever.
Do not.
Here's another warning. Number one, first warning: don't take me to the bar and say it's whatever you want. You call it, and I'll do it too. That's strike number one. Strike number two: if you are with me and I get blackout drunk and I fall asleep, do not wake me up. Do not wake me up because you have just awoken the beast known
Uneducated dude. K through 3rd grade.
Awoken the beast known as El
Can you
Chupacabra.
spell awoken?
Yeah. Awoken.
Oh wow.
Awoken.
Awoken.
Very good. You failed to repeat it after you.
Can we do
spelled
like
it,
a spelling bee bit next
No,
time?
no, I hate the spelling bee thing. No, we're not doing that. That's like
Spell
every show.
illusion.
Illusion? Actually, hold on, wait. Give me a second on that one. I might be able to figure that one out.
Okay.
Give me a second.
A second.
Okay.
A second.
1001. First letter I. L.
It's 2 L's, right?
All right. Yes.
I said 2
All right,
L's.
fuck it. New word.
All right,
enchantment.
new word.
Enchantment.
TV.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that was
spell
fancy
fucking
sounding.
TV.
What was that?
That's TV.
Hey, he did it.
No, Mazel Tov.
Hey, he's not Jewish.
I'm,
can't
half,
say that.
I'm a half Jew.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Really?
Really am.
No shit.
He just
Yeah.
figured that out.
Huh.
He used to be such a racist. And
So-
I was such a fucking Zionist,
Dude,
anti-Semite.
Oh god, he was
Yeah.
such a fucking.
Do you get to
Nazi
celebrate
right
Hanukkah
here.
this year?
No, I did actually light some Hanukkah candles last Hanukkah, though.
A few?
Yeah.
You didn't go the whole gamut?
No, I was lazy. Not
Oh.
gonna lie.
A lazy Jew.
I
who'd
mean,
have thought?
run,
Man.
I think we're productive people, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, you try running 2 fucking Christmases. That shit takes a lot of work. I mean, you gotta call them different
Walking
names.
40
and
years in the
everything. Yeah.
desert? Hell yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't lazy.
No wonder I have GPS.
Annoying, yes.
Yeah.
Lazy, no.
You ever try walking in the desert? Shit sucks.
No.
All right.
I haven't
It's
been
very
to the
hard to
desert.
do.
Let's just go down to Daytona and walk for 20 minutes. Tell me what that's like.
Shitty.
Exactly. I'll try doing 40 years.
Illusion.
Fuck you. Fuck you both.
Now, how do I find out I'm Jewish?
Yeah, how did you find out?
All right, so I'm a huge history buff. I love looking into the history of my family, especially American history.
Do you have that Leaf program where it's like
Yeah, what the fuck's it called? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Tree Leaf or something?
No, it's not treeleaf.com. Ancestry.com.
Ancestry.com.
So
But their logo is a tree leaf.
You were
it
close.
is Tree Leaf, yeah.
You're close.
So it actually started where I had been doing a lot of research, because as you guys know, I was in the military.
Uh-huh.
My grandfather, who was in the military during World War II. So I started doing research on him and everything going on with him. And then it kind of spawned after learning everything about him, where he'd been, what units he was in every battle that he had been. For the most part that I learned, I was like, oh, let's look at my grandma's history. I know she was adopted out of Europe during the 30s, in the 30s.
Right.
So I was like, it's going to be difficult, but I'll
Yeah.
do a little research. So I started doing research upon research on her. Come to find out, she was adopted out of Poland during the initial startup of the Nazi Socialist Party during that time,
Oh, okay.
when the Jews were starting to get persecuted. And she was a Polish Jew
So they
whose
adopted her out of
family
the country.
adopted her out of the country because that's the only way they knew how to get her out of the country.
Right.
Because they were a
Right.
very poor family at the time.
Yeah.
So she got adopted out of the country, and she was still a young child in the 30s when this happened. And she didn't even know she was really Jewish because she was raised Catholic.
Gotcha.
So coming to find all this out, I was raised Catholic. My parents were raised Catholic. My dad's Catholic. Everyone's Catholic. And I'm like, hey, guess what? We're Jewish, guys. My dad's like, fuck you. And I'm like, no, dude. Dad, you're Jewish.
That's wild.
He's
Yeah.
like, no, I'm Catholic. I'm like, it's not. You don't practice Judaism, but, in
Your
the
bloodline.
eyes of
your heritage.
exactly, your heritage,
Yeah.
the eyes of Israel,
Right.
you're considered full Jew.
Right.
Yeah,
He was like, I don't care. Whatever. We're
That's-
Catholic. And I'm like, well,
that's fine.
another tolerant fucking religion right there.
That's so
you know?
fucking crazy. Like
Yeah.
how people assign so much of their identity to their religion.
Yeah, exactly.
Like where it doesn't even really matter. Like my grandpa went through the same thing. He was adopted, and like my family tree kind of hits a wall at a certain point where
Yeah.
you just can't go back any further because records are lost, things like that. Due to war, immigration,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody in my family. Oh, we're Catholic. We're Catholic. We're Catholic. But who the fuck really knows?
You're not
honestly.
really anything. You're an animal. is
Yeah,
what you
yeah,
are.
exactly.
What your religious,
beautiful.
what your
You are.
religious
You are.
background
Thank you.
is your belief in an
Illusion.
imaginary structure that doesn't really exist.
Yeah, I know.
You're
totally.
a fucking human being.
Yeah, exactly. You're a monkey that learned how to talk.
Well, we evolved to this, whatever this is, and wherever it's going. We don't know.
I'm already at the top of the food chain. Doesn't get much better than
On
this.
land.
Top of the gay chain, that's for damn sure. Especially
Top of
here
the
in
food chain on
Orlando.
land.
How do you feel about
I'm very
that?
happy,
How do you feel
actually.
about that? That Parliament House is filing bankruptcy and they're closing up.
Oh, well, we got Barcode right down the road from
Oh,
you,
yeah,
so,
so
I mean,
you're good.
we can go to your stomping
Right,
grounds and hang out.
Parliament Funkadelic?
Yeah.
Bankrupt?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
P-Funk's going bankrupt,
George
apparently.
Clinton?
Yeah.
No.
No. Parliament House here in town.
Oh.
It's a
For those of you
hotel.
that don't know, if you are
I don't
listening,
know.
Parliament House is a gay bar
It's
down
one
here.
of the-
Oh, I didn't
It's
know.
one of the most iconic bars in Orlando. The Parliament House has been around since the 70s, and what it is, they were actually really smart back in the day. So it's like a bar / and they also have a hotel attached to it.
There you go.
Yeah, it's smart,
how you
right?
do it. Hell
That's how
yeah.
you do it. Because apparently these gay dudes do not fuck around.
No.
They go in, they get liquored up, and then it's time to throw it down.
Hell yeah.
So
I'm jealous of the gay community for that shit.
Yeah,
They're-
man, right?
They get down hard.
like those guys, there's no. Well, I mean, if you think about it, it's gays or it's dudes fucking dudes.
Yeah.
No strings attached.
Right.
Who cares?
Yeah.
I go up to a check and I'm like, hey, I know we're having a good time tonight at this bar. I have a hotel room. You know what happens? I get punched in the dick.
you do. Yes.
That
You didn't
sucks that it doesn't
properly
work
run
out the same
gamut.
for us, you know?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
No.
It's. I don't know.
Yeah, you're telling me.
I don't know.
I'm just
I wish
looking
it
for
did.
I'm just looking for that 7.5 hand job. That's it. You know?
That you're gonna take
Yeah.
over in the long run anyway.
Yeah, one of these days I'm going to put the algorithm out for everyone, and it will blow your fucking minds. By the way, because it's true, and you're gonna look at your life differently.
He already
But-
runs his life on an algorithm like that. He's on Tinder.
It's called Tinder. Yeah.
You know what? I've never done Tinder.
I've never done it either.
It's okay.
We've come to the conclusion though that 90% of the people on Tinder are dudes.
All right, so let's
They're
get
dudes
on to
dudes
this
fishing,
Tinder thing.
Fishing to fuck with you.
Have you had any luck on Tinder?
Yes.
Yes, he has.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Good
fun.
looking chicks. too.
It's a fun little app when it works out, but a lot of the time you tend to match with people who are just like girls who are just looking to obtain more Instagram followers, just get matches, just be like, hey, look how many I have. And then you do get the occasional one who's actually down to talk for a little bit and chit chat, but then they're like, I don't really like to meet up with people on here because they're creepy. And then you get the ones who are down to meet
DTF.
up. Yeah, they're
DTF,
down. Yeah, totally. And that's always that's what that shit's about.
That's
Yeah.
what it works out for. Yeah.
The issue with being in Orlando,
It's small
it's-
circles, man.
I wouldn't say it's an issue because there's a ton of tourists
Oh, it's
who
an
are
issue.
only here for a week.
Okay.
And that's not
Backpage.com.
necessarily an issue because they're only looking to get hooked up with an American dude or a, quick fling for the week,
Right.
which is perfectly fine. But most of the time, they're just, like I said, trying to get matches, Instagram followers.
I've never done Tinder.
Yeah.
I've tempted.
Try it. It's not.
My
it's not
ex-girlfriend
bad.
actually was on Tinder,
Yeah.
and I didn't mean that. She would tell me about it. I'm like, that's fucking weird, which is kind of funny because, I mean, me being the hypocrite, the one website I have used was Plenty of Fish.
I've heard of that. I haven't
Plenty of
tried that
Fish.
yet.
I had a lot of fun with Plenty of Fish.
That's what I've heard. That's what
you get a
everyone
lot of
says.
people that you may not be attracted to.
Yeah.
That's
That's how like
Yeah,
OK Cupid and
yeah, all that
Match.com
shit
and all
is,
that
you know.
shit is. Yeah.
and it's gonna sound like a dick coming off, coming from me, but
No,
in
tell me,
general.
what does a dick sound like coming off?
touche. It's gonna sound real dickish when I say this, but
Yeah.
I've been hit up like when I was on Plenty of Fish for maybe 3 months,
Uh-huh.
and the amount of women that I just looked, and I'm like, really? Not to sound conceited, I'm like, do you think you have a fucking chance with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just like blown the fuck away. I'm like, all right, dude, come on.
Oh, dude, I've had that.
I don't
like,
know.
Like
it
where
just blows my fucking mind.
I go to hit X and I accidentally hit the heart
Yeah.
on Tinder, and it goes through, and it's an instant match, and it's like,
Yeah.
I kind of knew it.
Yeah, I mean, the same
And
thing
I'm not
with-
trying to be I know what you're saying, like, because I mean, same thing with women do the same shit. I mean,
they
have
wrestle outside their weight class.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
there's been a couple
Exactly.
women I see when I was on Playing Fish. I'd look and I'd be like, yeah, that bitch is banging. I'd fucking buy her a lobster dinner.
to. Right.
And I'm like, but you know what? This bitch ain't going to let me buy her a lobster dinner. So I'm
Yeah, I
like,
know.
nope, not going to click like. 'Cause
Right,
I
exactly.
wrestle within my weight class.
Yeah.
You know, but I just like, fuck.
No, you don't. You definitely do not wrestle within your weight class.
Not
If
not
you
my
only did
technical
that,
weight class.
I don't even think there are chicks that fit in your weight class.
Thank God.
Thank
Thank God. Oh, great. We got Danny's head down there.
Yeah, Danny. I think
Jesus,
Danny
he's
hurt
trying to
himself.
GoPro.
Oh man.
I think Danny hurt himself with the.
Yeah, just you throw whatever. Doesn't matter. You're all good. You're
Hey, Danny.
You're kind
Danny,
of
you're on camera.
You're on camera.
kind of on the web. You're lucky that's a low res camera.
Yeah, that's He was just cleaning his vase out.
Yeah,
ladies
that was a
and
glass dildo.
We are big into horticulture here.
Yes.
gentlemen.
And
We actually are.
animals. Yeah.
Around this house, we do care about planting seeds.
We got-
And
I mean-
Danny has grown 2 avocado trees,
Love avocado.
sunflower tree.
Yeah.
Love
Hell,
Avocado's the
fucking
fucking
right, dude.
Put them in my
pepper
smoothies
plants.
in the morning.
Yeah.
Although
I
I
ate
think
them
something
straight up.
did
Have
something
you
go-
made deviled eggs with
something go
avocado?
wrong with the pepper plant?
Do I look like an American?
You do, yes.
You goddamn right I
It
have.
died?
Damn right.
Jesus.
What? The root system?
No.
What about the zoo?
Something's dying.
Oh my god.
Is it a pepper plant?
No,
Going
dude,
off
that's
screen?
serious.
It is. That's what I'm
Yeah, the pepper
Serious?
plant, he-
Oh,
yeah,
Nobody
he's a-
listens to Sirius.
Bitch, I have serious.
Liar.
The
We'll go in my
pepper
car right now. All right.
Internet radio. Look at you.
It is Sirius Internet Radio. That's right.
Yeah.
I listen to Sirius
Or
like
satellite, sorry.
XM Hits 1,
Yeah.
so I can learn what songs are like cool now.
Nothing.
Nothing. Like I listen to it, I'm like,
it all
oh
sounds-
wow, this song sucks.
Yeah.
But you know what song has really I've started to like, and I sound terrible for saying
Say
this.
it.
That
Yeah.
rude song. That why you got to be so rude. I like it.
Ah,
song?
I know what you're talking about.
I know.
That's about. I found out through Bill Burr what that song's about. It's
I don't
about.
care.
It's about his father-in-law.
Oh yeah, they're
Apparently, like he's trying to like marry this chick, and it's
Doesn't make
about
sense.
his father-in-law's perception of himself, and why you got to be so mean to me, dude?
rude. Rude's the word.
Why you got to be so rude, dude?
Yeah, that song I listen to and I kind of like, which is scary.
If you're in the mood to get rude with some food in the nude, Flight of the Conchords. Anybody? Flight of the Conchords?
I have no idea what you're talking
Oh my god.
The next word is illusion.
That would also revolve around the word reality.
Can
It's
you
all
use that in a
illusion.
sentence? You with a hot chick, with an attractive woman, is called an illusion
You being able to
I've been with lots of hot chicks.
Corey
that
being
they knew
able to
about.
Corey being able to put a paragraph together without using spell check.
Oh, that doesn't happen.
That's an illusion.
Illusion.
However, I can put together a damn good paragraph. I know what I mean, here's the thing. People always used to say to me when I was growing up,
Listen, bro.
listen, they would say, you can't use words you can't spell. Well, that would like put me down to like 4 words.
Yeah, right. No,
I-
I'm the same way. Man.
Penis.
I am Groot. That would be that would be my whole
Dude,
vernacular.
when I'm fucking
I am Groot.
when I'm typing on my phone, like I just wait for it to catch the word, like
Mhm.
kind of sort, and I hit spacebar, and it
Right,
fills it in.
right.
Next word, fills it in. So like, I mean, I can kind of spell, okay, I suppose.
I actually
I don't
gotten
math.
a lot-
I do not math very well at all.
I'm really good at math.
I'm okay with
It's
grammar.
my strong numbers are my strong suit. Letters are not.
Third grade spelling bee champion.
Who?
Yeah, me.
You?
Yeah,
Woo.
that's when I
Nice.
stopped learning.
No,
After
that's
third
not
grade,
true. I ask this guy how to spell words all the time, and he's usually on point.
Yeah.
Got it.
how do you spell truck?
Fuck you, buddy.
Truc.
Okay.
Slow down. T.
Is that the one with the thing on the top
R.
there and it goes down from the bottom? Yes. Corey.
I accidentally spelled Chevy.
Oh, speaking of Groot, so how badass was Guardians?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Did you see it, Zach?
Probably,
Not yet. No.
Oh,
Guardians of the Galaxy is probably one of the best movies I've seen since Inception.
fucking amazing, man. Soundtrack too. Holy shit.
Probably one of the best soundtracks.
Holy
I've heard
shit!
in a long
Last
time.
night at the bar, man, when I was working, somebody actually was playing the soundtrack. They were going through and playing the individual songs from it. Like they actually had enough
Yeah.
knowledge to play it.
You are such a nerd.
Oh, I was flipping out. Like I looked over at the other bartender and I'm like, dude, are they playing the Guardians of the Galaxy? He goes, I think so. And like
Yeah.
the next song came on, I looked back over, he's like, puts his hand, he's I think so. And then like third song came on, I'm like, that's it. He's like, yeah.
You know
fucking
what?
we both started losing it. Fucking
You know what
laughing and
though?
shit.
That's probably you have one of those touch tunes.
Yes, sir.
They probably already have the movie soundtrack on that on
Ah.
the touch tunes.
The amount of money I've spent on touch tunes.
Oh, I don't even want to think about it.
Fucking real.
Dude, I dropped 40 in a night. Easy.
But Zach,
40, 50,
Zach,
fuck it.
Zach always puts in $40 of the most abstract bullshit you're gonna hear. You're gonna hear "Wrecking Ball" by Miley Cyrus.
You goddamn
Yes.
right.
You're gonna hear the theme song to
Full House.
Just random shit,
and then
dude.
and then the Wrecking Ball cover by fucking Oh, shit, I just fucked that.
Yeah,
What's
no, I
his
know who you're
name?
talking about.
Who's the guy with the big dick in porn? What's his
Yeah.
name? Ron Jeremy. There we go.
Yeah, they don't have.
Have you ever,
Oh yeah, that
have you
one.
ever seen that?
Yes.
Oh,
The
gross.
chat roulette version of Wrecking Ball is the funniest video ever. When I'm having a bad day, I watch that and
It's
I
funny.
laugh repeatedly.
You know, I think we should do one night. We should set up the cam like we have it right now, and we should do.
I'm not
Let's
gonna
do
get on a Wrecking Ball
let's
with
do
you.
chat roulette
Oh
podcast.
shit.
Has anyone done that before? Is that
I'm
a thing?
sure. I'm
You know,
sure.
you're an innovator. No one
If-
has ever watched chat roulette and made a video of it.
No, I'm talking about doing a podcast
I'm
and
sure
just
they have.
interjecting random people from chat roulette as guests. Be like, "Welcome to our show." Has anyone done that?
I'm sure
No.
they have.
Let's take a break, shall we, gentlemen? Let's take
Yes,
a
let's move
break
down.
and
Taking a break.
Take a 5-minute
we'll
break.
take a $5 and then we'll come back
Use,
and
Code Optic on Loot Crate.
Oh,
And,
Save
yeah, that's
5%.
it.
Shit.
if you want 10% off some Chips Ahoy.
Chips
Use
Ahoy.
code. It's actually Chips Ahoy. Yeah, use code KCM, 10% off.
KCM, okay.
KCM with a C.
Can I order the Thin Mint?
No, those are Girl Scout cookies. You use code
No.
Hammer.
They now have Chips Ahoy Girl Scout cookies, and they have Thin Mint in them.
Wow.
Yeah, use code Hammer for that. Save 10%.
I'm just saying, I could.
Malaysian Airlines also.
That's resonating with
Trending.
here in my nasal passages. Wow.
Hopefully.
All right, we'll be right back.
Oh,
after this,
yeah.
guys.
With any luck, it
Toodles.
would be.
Holy crap balls.
I just killed my fucking pepper plant.
Oh no!
Aw.
Yeah, that sucks, dude. Like he grew that pepper plant from. You're in the camera again with the ball.
You drink?
Back up.
His back's too easy.
There.
Honestly.
Do you drink it all?
Yeah, he drinks.
Do you like vinegar?
I like all kinds of vinegar.
Try it. It's a sour. It's a sour. Coupe de Blanc.
Did you use vinegar to make this?
He's grown that
No,
pepper
no,
plant
it's a-
since
I didn't-
we moved in here.
It's a-
12 months.
It's a sour. So it's fucking delicious. It's got some fucking bite to it.
With that and some vinegar? The bottle right there?
It's not that one.
Did you add vinegar to this?
No, no, that's the beer. That's the beer.
It's a sour beer.
That's a sour.
Fuck
Alright,
my
Dave.
cigarettes.
Really good. Yeah, not a problem. But hold, smell that shit like, oh my god.
Sure, I'll fucking be absolutely annihilated. My fucking tone's gonna completely. My fucking tone's gonna completely change on the podcast from aggressive to.
Yeah, it's just never change your density.
I am.
Modify your density.
So we got a pepper plant.
Bolivian rainbow.
Dude, man, it sucks, man. He's been growing that plant since we moved in. Before I moved in.
Week before.
Yeah. Did you plant like a year old?
Well over. It's also I've got hands going. They're good.
It's not okay, dude. That plant was going somewhere, dude. You had to go and
I'm
water.
gonna be super responsible. God, fucking steal something. Oh shit.
Danny,
Yes.
need a dude for a second.
Huh?
Kick it off.
Fucking hey.
I did it for this, but like 3 weeks ago.
What?
I got a koozie from ours. I have no idea how I got it.
All about it.
Danny's down the party.
I'm not trying to not party.
That's fucking great.
We go to Alex, get a couple jars of pickles, and start fucking throwing down, bro.
Ah, I've also got. Huh? The avocado tree didn't even get.
Game time, boys.
Oh, no, but you worked right there, though.
Game time. The hammer has returned.
Give it a bunch of tattoos.
I'm not sure if anyone's
Yeah.
listening, but I'm here.
Hulk Hogan, he had a Hulk Hogan tattoo on his forearm, and he got
Hulk Hogan.
And then Hulk Hogan signed his tattoo, and then he went and had his tattoo of right?
Shuba, what kind of bullshit music are you playing?
What?
What type of bullshit music is this?
Solid Bell Right. Southern, yeah, it's like Southern rock fucking metal. I dug it, dude. I loved it.
I never got to be in a band. I was in a cover band once. But we only played 2 shows.
Cover shows.
We played Battle of the Bands, and then we played a
We
graduation.
want to talk about cover bands next? I was in a cover band.
I want to see if you know a band from Michigan.
I know everything about Michigan.
How long were you up there?
His whole
So,
life.
Like in what year? Like what year did you leave?
96.
Fuck. All right. I don't know if you know them. Have you ever heard of Thunder Chicken?
No.
Yeah. No. After your time. They probably formed in like 98, 99. Oh, you can't hear me? But I'm talking.
And
No, I can hear
we
you.
are
Oh, okay.
back for the
Thunder
second
Chicken.
segment.
Thunder
Second segment of the Degenerate School of Wizardry. Thank you for hanging in there. You guys were just listening to Lana Del Rey's new album, Ultraviolence.
Terrible album.
I happen to like it a lot.
And dudes.
I catch shit for that on the regular,
Yeah,
but
because we all like good
I
music
think
and
she's
you.
Yeah, right.
an incredible talent, and I enjoy her music.
I didn't hear it.
Thank God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you probably wouldn't like it either.
No.
No.
I like Amy Winehouse.
Yeah,
I
you
like
might-
Fiona Apple.
then you might dig Lana Del Rey. I mean, I think she's good. Anyways, what I like about her that a lot of people don't know about her is that she's like one of the bad girls of music.
She's probably like the best band that you've never heard of.
No,
Oh,
I do
no.
listen to a lot of those bands.
This is the greatest band you've never heard of, bro. They're so good you've
Dude,
never heard of them.
I'm like that too. I'm guilty of that shit.
Yeah,
How can they
I
be
get
a
it all
fucking
the
good
time.
band if no one's ever heard of them?
there's lots of amazing bands
Yeah,
out there that
yeah.
people have never heard of.
Yeah, you find different like avenues to bands.
You
Well,
just
through
don't
other
want to find
bands
a way to word that differently.
Yeah, they're not.
This is a
they're
great
not-
band that you've never heard of mainstream wise.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
You
they're-
leave out a couple key things.
A lot
This
of-
is a great band that no one's ever heard. Then they're fucking terrible if no,
No,
one's ever
not
heard of them.
necessarily. I mean,
No, that's
I don't want
truth.
to. I'd like to
I'm
quiz you,
speaking
but I have a
truth.
feeling you're just gonna be like, yeah, I know them. Yeah, I know them. Like any anything. Like you ever listen to Blind Witness?
Sound familiar? Can't recall.
Okay, they're a Canadian band. They broke
There's
up.
your
They
fault
broke
right
up.
there. There's your fault right there.
Holy shit!
All right.
Wow.
He won't
No,
listen
no.
to just a
Oh my
Canadian.
goodness.
Canada is like
Canada. Yeah.
Canada's like America's ISIS. All right. And fucking Sidney Crosby is the leader of Hamas. all
Okay,
right?
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Fuck
I
Sidney Crosby,
fucking
that
hate
fucking
Crosby.
terrorist.
Yes.
I really.
But Canada is not that bad.
I would love to.
No.
live-
Have you been?
Yeah,
Come
I've been
on.
to Canada plenty of times when I was a kid.
Yeah, it was cool. Oh,
You know, here's the thing.
go little.
America's about to win a gold medal. We're about to win it, and what happened? Sidney Crosby playing in our fucking league
Yes, sir.
goes and scores the game-winning gold
He's
medal goal.
Canadian.
He's
Yeah.
a fucking terrorist to America.
He's a great American. Okay.
He's Canadian. He's not a great American.
He's got
He's not even the best player in hockey.
He's a
anymore.
Canadian.
Oh
American.
bullshit!
Wait, no.
He
he's-
just got the
Taves.
what's
Taves is the best player in hockey right now, and I hate Sidney
really?
because I hate
Then-
the Blackhawks.
what's the name of the trophy that they give out the players' votes?
The heart.
Okay.
Yeah, he won it
Crosby.
again. Yeah, he did. He's won a lot. He's a
He
great
always
player.
wins it.
I don't
and
think
that's
he's personally-
the players in the NHL because I don't give a shit what you think. I care about what the other players in the league think, and they think he's the best.
Yeah, Pavel Datsuk's won it many times too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Datsuk's a beast.
He
Magic
is.
Man.
But this past
Goddamn
year,
right, the Magic Man.
Fuck yeah.
this
Is it
past
October
year,
yet?
Sidney Crosby
For
comes.
real.
Sidney Crosby comes back from a head injury
God
and
damn
puts
it.
up ridiculous points. And
Sidney
wins-
Crosby's like fucking Mario Lemieux, a bitch. He bitches out of
Oh.
everything.
How do you get a head injury? Nobody hits him.
Oh man.
the Winter Classic.
Oh,
Yeah.
man,
He-
I
What, he
got
did
a
a fall
hit.
and like hit
No,
him
he
in the
got
face
he
and fucking-
suffered a concussion, a really
Ice.
bad one. Too.
Oh wow,
Trips.
big deal. I got a concussion. You want to know what I
I've
did?
had a few.
I continued fighting a war. He won't even play hockey, that
yeah,
bitch.
you were providing a blanket of freedom that
Yeah.
we all enjoy.
If you're comfortable at night sleeping, remember it's because there's a blanket of freedom that I provided. Sidney Crosby, you know what he's provided? Terrorism.
goals and gold medals
Terror.
and Stanley Cup wins.
I don't like blankets.
I don't sleep under a blanket either. Is that weird?
Yeah, right.
I bought a nice comforter set.
Yep.
I have not slept under it once.
Nope.
I have like this little vitamin water blanket that I won, and that's why I sleep under it.
My
Little fleece
comforter
blanket.
always winds up in some kind of weird rear naked choke. Like, fucking.
I
I don't
just
know.
sleep with a sheet. I don't like comforters.
Shit.
They're too big.
Yeah.
I'm one of those dudes that has to sleep in like Arctic air masks.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
No, I got
The
you.
AC goes way down, and I turn the fan on full blast, and then I sleep there with just a little sheet over me. That's it. And I always stick my feet
That
out
sounds hot.
underneath
Yeah,
the
the
sheet.
You gotta
feet
play
are the
some
key.
slow,
Yeah,
slow
the
fucking
feet.
Yeah.
funk.
And then I put my feet on the sheet, baby. That's how I lay down.
And then I rub your legs.
I'm not busted.
Ignore my busted ass toenail. It's scratching you.
How did you do that again?
Dude, I
This
was
motherfucker ripped his toenail off.
I was sleepwalking last night. All right, so I've been struggling with these really bad dreams lately, and it comes in cycles. Like I'll have good periods where I'll get consistent sleep for a while and only have a couple bad dreams, and then I'll go through these cycles where I have like horrific nightmares every night, and I wake up like 2 or 3 times in the night. Well, last night was the first time that one of these nightmares triggered sleepwalking.
Mhm.
I've never done this before, ever. In this,
I've only done it like once or twice.
I'm not a sleepwalker. I don't do that. But last night I awoke to me falling down on my face with my foot stuck up underneath my closet door that was open. So you know you have your closet door opens up in like that accordion wedge.
Mhm.
Well, apparently I was sleepwalking and I kicked underneath that metal door with my front toe,
Yes.
and my big toenail got ripped off. And
Yeah.
as it was ripping my toenail off, I
where'd that
woke
nail
up as I was falling on my face. So it was like a holy shit, my foot hurts. So there's the ground, smack,
go?
and I was like laying there, like, what the fuck just happened?
Wow.
And
But you still manned up and did the podcast.
Yes, he
Bet
did.
you Sidney Crosby would sit out for 6 weeks.
He's
He's a bitch.
No.
a bitch.
he had a life-threatening brain injury, a career-ending, threatening injury. So he had to sit out for a while. It happens. His brain was swelling. He had swelling on the brain. That's a serious thing. Fuck you guys both. Right in the ass. Fuck you guys with a 10-foot dildo. A sandpaper laced dildo. That's how uncomfortable I want
You
to
know,
be.
I apologize. We like talent. We like a talented team. The greatest team of hockey. And apparently my phone called me a redneck idiot again.
Yeah.
The Detroit Red Wings.
Yes,
More
sir.
Stanley Cups than any other
the Red
American
Wings.
team.
Listen, he always loves to boast about how many Stanley Cup victories the Red Wings have when they got the majority of them before the modern era of hockey, when there was only 6 teams, the original 6.
Not true.
You know, it's easy to win when your odds are 6-1 and your team's stacked. It's super easy to win if you don't win.
It's funny because no other team won.
That's right.
It's so easy, but no other team could do it.
Oh, because there was only 5 other teams.
You know
and
what?
Detroit had the most money.
You know what I want to say?
Corey
This
knows
is-
finances.
This is one of those remember when moments.
Okay.
Like this feud between you two has been going on for so long.
The feud
Like,
started one night.
Lord.
It was what, 2007? It's when the feud hit an all-time high.
We rented out Club Wana.
No, Rachel's.
No, Rachel's, that's right.
Top floor of a strip club we rented out for
Yeah.
Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we had us and our friends there, and multiple chicks, friends of ours.
Not strippers at the time.
Not strippers at the time. Never strippers, these girls.
Never. Classy ladies. We love classy
Real
ladies.
classy.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'd ask if
they
you would
were
have found
they
them
were
on Tinder,
quite
but
classy
that was quite some
individuals.
time ago.
And we rented out the space for the game,
Mm-hmm.
and it was Game 7, and the Pens won a victory,
Mhm.
and they were. It was a great night. They skated the ice with the cup, and we were surrounded by strippers, and then we went out drinking.
Handing over $100 to this asshole in singles,
Uh-huh.
thinking I'm kind of, fuck this guy's singles. Mine not thinking in pure rage that we're at a strip club, and then watching all 100 of those singles just get fucking handed out like herpes at a fucking...
Coming from me, that's pretty ironic.
Yeah, I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
And I did go through that stack of 100s in about 15 minutes.
Wow.
Just because he was watching, I was like, "Yo, what's up, girl? Bam, 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 bam."
Fucking just making it rain.
It was a good time. It was a great night. It was a really good
Horrible
night.
night.
But that's actually when the feud started. You know,
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh yeah, you guys won the night, but we have fucking 178 fucking Stanley Cups." Blah
There you
blah
go.
blah.
11.
Yeah. And
Tier
how
four.
many?
No, it's
how many do you
178.
have? How many do you have in the modern era?
Define the modern era. My lifetime.
Not your lifetime. When the leagues merged.
I suck with stats. I can never remember shit.
So you're
Outside
saying
the
since
original
the Penguins
6.
joined, which was in what, 63,
Somewhere in there.
roughly around there. 5.
Okay.
You?
4.
Oh, well, one less than
how many
us.
with Crosby?
2.
Hmm.
Ah.
Datsuki has what, 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, either way, fucking Red Wings the greatest team of all time.
Fuck yeah.
Penguins suck. Minnesota sucks.
Gordie Howe hat trick.
I love getting a Gordie Howe hat trick, man. So much fun. The feeling
This is
of
the
punching
best.
someone in the face is amazing.
Wait, Gordie Howe hat trick is
Goal
power
and assist
play.
in a
Goal,
fight.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Yes, sir.
full strength, power play, shorthanded.
No, so he's like that chick that thinks she's a hockey fan.
Sorry, I don't know. I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know the
everything.
Gordie Howe
yeah, we'll
backstory.
call
I'm
that-
sorry.
call that
I know
for
he's
you.
like the greatest player that ever played.
Ever.
I
Red
will
Wing.
give you credit to that.
Red Wing.
But I mean, do you know what the Lemieux natural 5 is?
Get cancer, sit out for like 6 months.
Oh!
I mean,
It's like,
oh man, I got cancer. Life's
everybody
tough.
goes back to that.
It is.
It's cancer and Wayne Gretzky's terrible haircut. Like, that's-
Exactly.
goes back
You
to
wonder who
all
has more points than Mari Lemieux? Steve
Lots of players.
Yzerman.
Yeah. There's lots of players.
4 players, actually.
I thought there was more than that now.
No, Yager's catching up there, but he's like 5th in the list.
Yeah, well, Yager's been playing since he was 14.
How old
and
is
he's
he?
now
Yeah,
16.
Yager's a
I was gonna
fucking
say,
freak.
how
He's
old
like
is he now?
48.
Yeah, he's almost
I think he's
50.
a
Yeah, he's like the
freak,
Danzig
dude,
of
yeah.
hockey. Like,
He
how
really
the fuck
is.
old is Danzig now?
No, I don't know. That's a
80,
good question.
84? It's like, fuck, man, like, oh my god. Like, that fucking Aqua Teen episode with him fucking bathing in the blood of the Elven is like,
I mean,
fact. I
Mark-
bet you can Wikipedia that and it's on there. It's fact.
Mark Messier played up until he was about 50.
Yeah, he played for a long time.
There's been lots of players that have been able to stay their career or stay injury free throughout their career. They play. I mean, Martin St. Louis, he's what, his 40s?
Early 40s, honestly. It's like 41, 42. Yeah.
And he just signed an extension, right?
Yeah.
So he's going to play another 5 years.
Shit.
So he'll be almost 50 when he retires.
It's fucking incredible.
Yeah, that's it. It's truly impressive. So
How many other sports do that?
None.
Anybody? Golf?
No.
Golf.
Yeah,
Well, they
golf,
go to the
yeah.
senior league. There's the
Okay.
seniors. I don't believe soccer or football.
No.
They played to that age.
No.
Yeah, definitely not football. Football, you're done before you're 30.
Basketball, maybe.
Or in your mid-30s.
Yeah, mid-30s usually.
If you're a quarterback, you can run it a little bit longer, i.e. Joe Montana,
The greatest of all
Steve
time.
Young, great quarterbacks like that. How old Peyton Manning? He's got to be getting up there. He's like 40?
Yeah, he's mid-40s, I want to say.
Not mid. I think
I
he's
would
in
like
put him
boxers.
mid-40s.
How old? George Foreman fought pretty old, right?
Yeah,
I
but
don't
George
know.
Foreman really only fought when he got in his elder years when there was no other real major competition.
Yeah.
It's much like the heavyweight contention right now. Boxing has disappeared because there's no heavyweights.
Yeah, well, it's the Klitschko brothers are the only ones
And they
doing
won't fight
anything
each
yet.
other. They won't fight each other. So you have the two best boxers in the world who will never fight each other, and the rest of the fucking contenders they're a fucking joke. And your only good boxing is your featherweights and your middle class or midweight class, and those guys are just fucking not. They have no knockout power. It's not fun to watch. As U.S. citizens with our sports, we like for things to go boom.
Yeah.
That's why
Oh,
NASCAR is so
definitely.
popular because
Yeah.
there's always on the big tracks anyways. You got the big one.
Right.
Over 10 cars in an accident. That's what people
yeah.
watch for. I don't. I happen to like NASCAR for the sport of NASCAR.
I don't like NASCAR at all.
But some people,
Yeah. Boring.
that's why boxing is so popular with the heavyweights, is because they want to see someone get knocked the fuck out.
That's
You know
exactly
what I
why MMA is so popular.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's fast.
It's quick. And a lot of times in MMA, someone gets tapped out or gets their arm broken or gets knocked out.
Yeah.
So, and that's the other thing with boxing. It's far too long.
Yeah.
Boxing's 10 to 15
That's
rounds.
weird. Baseball's fucking extremely popular. It's long and fucking slow.
Yeah, they actually have done some things
Boring.
recently to speed up the sport a little
Yeah.
bit,
Yeah.
I remember when I was playing baseball and watching it all the time on television, it was the slowest fucking thing ever. It
I
was
never
worse
could
than
get
watching
into
paint
baseball
dry.
at all. Yeah.
Because the pitchers
Fucking
could take
terrible.
as much time as they wanted on the mound before they threw the ball. So in between each pitch, it was like a fucking finals exam.
Dude, the best part about
Yeah.
baseball is watching the highlights. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
on
absolutely
ESPN.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really
I mean-
funny. I'm so disinterested in baseball now, and I actually know people who are playing in the leagues.
Yeah.
People that I grew up with, friends of mine, that actually play, and I still don't pay attention to it. I
I
don't know.
fucking hate baseball.
I used to love it. It was my favorite
Like
sport.
some-
Hockey is the shit.
NHL 15's out September.
Woo!
Wahoo. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen.
Yep.
Oh,
Have you seen-
you told me about the engine.
Oh my god, it's incredible. The puck reacts like it bounces.
Puck bounces.
It bounces around. So if you take a
Like
weird
floppy
wobbly
puck.
pass, like your guy doesn't pick it up immediately and have a hold on it, you know. That I think they're changing the way the player momentum works. You hockey stop now. You just don't you can immediately stop. You can slide to a stop gradually. AI is better. People read plays better.
You got jersey motion.
And then
The
just,
jersey.
the graphics.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Or the new engines with all the new consoles out there are just unreal.
Yep. They're
I
awesome.
mean,
you got,
even the games out there haven't even caught up to them that are coming out. They're
Right.
not going to catch up to them for a
sad
while.
thing about it is PC's way ahead, but that's how it always
yeah,
is.
I
Have
mean,
you seen
it's very
Have you seen the demo
individualized.
for the Snowdrop engine
Yes.
for the new the Tom
Yes.
Clancy thing
Hell
that's
yeah.
coming out?
Oh, is that the new Rainbow Six game?
I'm not sure if it's Rainbow Six.
No, it's not.
No,
Fuck, I know
it's
it's-
I think it's an Ubisoft game. It's not
It
necessarily.
Yeah, I
is.
know
Tom
which one you're
Clancy.
talking about. I can't think of the name right now.
But yeah, it's a New York. There's some kind of terrorist attack in New York
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Something
Mar-
else. I'll
it's
start
third
out.
third
it's
person
martial law.
shooter. It's
Yeah.
Oh,
But
it
the
looks
the
fucking
graphic
gorgeous.
the graphic engine demo for that game, when you're looking at it, it looks like rendered film.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it looks like graphics that they've for like the cinematics that they've rendered, and it
Mhm.
looks like, but it's all in game,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and it is baffling.
Yeah.
how
I
good
played
it is.
the Destiny beta. I was on that.
Mhm.
That was pretty solid.
I didn't
Same,
get
I mean, the rendering was just unreal. The game, visually amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blew everything out visually that I've played in a long time.
Oh yeah.
And just how big the game is gonna be is unreal. I
Is
mean,
it-
the multiplayer isn't your typical multiplayer camp story mode.
Mhm.
Your multiplayer is, you go to a hub where there's 50 other players on it, and there's infinite amount of hubs, and you interact with everyone. You go out there and do the mission that's required of the game,
Mhm.
similar to Titanfall, and there's 20 other groups of 4 people doing the same mission, and it works seamlessly. It blew my
Oh, yeah.
mind.
Are they still doing the crazy interactivity with like the app on the iPhone or like an iPad or like as far as like people playing on a computer versus like a game console? Like are they
No,
going that far?
they're not combining that.
Okay. Because I know with the app, like as
Yeah.
far as on your phone, like you can use in-game credits or like in-game earned XP to like do
Yeah.
weapon drops and
Yeah, you can
and
do that with.
supply things and whatever.
The only app I use is Call of Duty. I'm a huge Call of Duty player.
I haven't played that shit.
I love it, dude. I cannot wait for Advanced
Titanfall
Warfare to come out.
destroyed Call of Duty for me. Like,
How did it destroy
He's good
Titanfall?
at
Was a
Titanfall.
fucking
I
flop,
don't know,
bro.
man.
No, dude, you should see him.
I'm not
play it.
denying he's good. I'm
no,
saying
no,
it was a flop.
it's just I don't know. Call of Duty feels so flat now.
It
as
is
far
very
as
flat
far as like
in terms
just-
of virtual,
there's
lines
only
and
so
everything.
many routes you can take to a certain
Yeah,
point.
most-
like if somebody's
most
camping in
maps
a
have
room
3 lanes.
and you keep trying to run
Yeah.
directly at them or like even flank them, like it's just Titanfall. You have so many options.
Oh, yeah, I
Just
agree
to
with that
move around the
100%.
levels.
I mean, the way you can get vertical versus horizontal
Yeah.
in that game is amazing.
Well, yeah,
But-
I asked my buddy he was talking Destiny up really hard. And I'm like, well, how's the gameplay? How fast does it play online? Like as far as in deathmatch style? He goes, oh, it's quick. I'm like, can you like wall jump and run backwards? Like, can you like engage people backwards while wall running?
Yeah.
And he goes, no. I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
No, I won't be able. I won't
Have
be able
you
to
seen
play
anything about the new Call of Duty?
it. Yeah, a little bit. I
They've
haven't seen-
incorporated, which I had a
I
feeling
haven't
this was
seen
going to
any
happen.
gameplay, but
They have something called an exoskeleton type suit,
uh-huh.
which has a lot of the same things that Titanfall had.
Right.
So they're taking all the great things from Call of Duty, just from my humble opinion that I've seen online, seen from people that I follow online,
Uh-huh.
their gameplays of it. It takes a lot of that. The exoskeleton, the double jumps, jumping up and going backwards versus just the Call of Duty jump up,
Yeah.
barely climbing anything.
That was,
They're taking
that was my issue with it.
the phenomenal aspects. I mean, the gunplay
Uh-huh.
and the way you have to have gun skill in Call of Duty blows those other games away, in my personal opinion. But they're taking the great things that Titanfall did with the double jumps, making it more of a vertical game, and they're bringing that to the Call of Duty world.
I mean, I hope it's going to be good. I was calling.
Sure.
I was talking
I'm
shit
already
about Call of Duty,
pre-ordered,
like
son.
dying, like
Yeah.
like fucking when I remember when Black Ops came out. I was talking shit about it. I was like, damn,
Yeah,
It's
the
fun.
old block.
Yeah.
motherfucker. And then like Modern Warfare 3 came out, and I played the fuck out of it for the first
Yeah.
couple months. But then it just got too buggy online.
Yeah, it started getting
And,
hacked
yeah,
real
it pissed
bad.
me off. So I went back to Black Ops. And then, every year I say the same thing. I'm like, oh, it's done this year. It's done this year. It always comes back. Ghost was just kind of like, I don't know.
Ghost,
it was nice
hit or
because it
miss
went
for
back
people.
to basic, but I don't know. I fell off quick as soon as Titanfall came out.
Yeah, I'm not a huge online player when it comes to those types of first-person shooters,
Yeah,
so I'm really interested in just the story of the game.
You like the campaigns.
I like the campaign. I'm a campaign junkie. I like just playing on my own and getting through the story. That is more appealing to me than the online play for some reason. I've played the online thing and I've gotten into it, but for some reason, like I get to a point where I'm like, it's just so repetitive.
Yeah.
And really all you're trying to do is just best your own personal ability.
Yeah, but it's a different challenge every time with different players.
I like the competitive aspect of it.
It is, but
yeah, the competitive aspect is addicting as hell.
Because I mean, you can always figure out a computer-based game. Like there's always a pattern or something.
Well, you can figure out competitive play. You learn the spawn points.
Right.
You learn how. I
But
mean, the
everybody
routes
plays
people are going to take.
differently,
You're going to learn that shit eventually.
Yeah.
Honestly, one of my favorite parts is it's going to sound bad, but hick raging on these little 12-year-old kids.
Oh, shit talking.
Oh yeah, I love it. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, you get
ever,
owned.
If I ever have a 12-year-old son and he's playing these games, I will make sure to see if you are or not in the room. Listen here, boy, I'm gonna fuck you over just like I fucked your father. I used to fuck him. You know how gay your dad is? It's gonna be terrible. I'm not gonna let my kids play online games at all.
Dude, you get so enraged. You say the worst shit sometimes. And then you feel like I felt bad about it and apologized. Like,
Did I just say I'm gonna rape that kid's grandmother?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I'm gonna find your meemaw and I'm gonna put my face in her diaper, son. I'm gonna give you some.
I've said things about people's mothers getting cancer and having maggots eating out her twat and just the most horrific things. And then
you don't read it.
No, you don't. But it's just the heat of the moment.
I was watching.
Fucker's been talking shit for an hour.
I was at work the other day, and lately I've been watching a lot of live streaming of Call of Duty online.
Yeah.
It keeps me entertained during work because my job it's fucking easy. So I'm sitting there, and this one kid was talking shit online. We're not even playing. I'm just watching this. I was like, "Oh yeah, fuck you, dude." I'm like, "You keep that shit up, I'm gonna start coming around your house. Next thing you know, your mom's gonna meet me, and then you're gonna start calling me dad within a couple months." And people are like, "Whoa, dude, chill out, bro." And I'm like, "Fuck this kid." He's like, "Oh, fuck you up." I'm like, "Fuck you, dude."
You're like, in 2 months, I'm going to be at your house, at your breakfast table, telling you to cut the grass, bitch. Get ready for that noise. Because the fucking fire's coming, son.
I mean, I calmed down. I was like, God damn, I just fucking totally raged on some dude in the fucking chat room, online, watching somebody else play a fucking video game. I was like,
awesome.
fuck.
All right, well, this is a good enough spot as I need to call it a night because we have plans. We're going to go out to Barbecue Bar here. It's
use code HAMMER, save 10% at Barbecue Bar.
Barbecue is closing, unfortunately. It's turning into a craft beer bar, which I'm not mad at. But we have some, we have our roots tied into Barbecue Bar, and
so many roots,
so many awesome stories. So it's kind of like a last hurrah, victory lap, if you will. So that's what we're getting into tonight. If you guys are down, we're gonna be down there around 10 o'clock, and that's what we're gonna be doing. So until next time, this has been Corey Shuba
and Matty Gizio,
and our special guest
Zach Ranger Palmer the First, aka the Polish Hammer.
Thanks for checking out the Degenerate School of Wizardry. Y'all have a good night, and we will catch you next week.
Toodles.
Wahoo.